This begins lesson 6.6, part C. Now if you remember when we were doing linear equations way back when, and I gave you an equation that was y equals mx plus b, and I said the slope is 2, and it goes through, the line goes through the point 2, 3. We would plug our slope in. Okay, so we get y equals 2x plus b. Then we plug our y in for y and our x in for x. And that would give us 3 equals 2 times 2 plus b. We get 3 equals 4 plus b. And then we subtract 4 from both sides, and we have b equal to -1. Thus giving us the equation in slope-intercept form of this. And for those of you that remember even better, I actually gave you this formula. Instead, because it did it in one step. Okay, and that was another way to do the question, but it still required us to plug in the slope, which in this case was 2. We plug our coordinate in, we get 2 minus, excuse me, we get, oops, what did you do then? Alright, we get x minus 2, and on the other side we get y minus 3. We distribute, we get 2x minus 4, add 3 to both sides, and we get 2x minus 1. Same thing. Both of these are examples of knowing pieces of the information, but enough information nonetheless to come up with the equation. And both of these were, our goal was to come up with the equation in slope-intercept form. Now here, this is no different, but we have a different equation to work with. We still have 2 points given to us. One happens to be the vertex, and the other is a point that our parabola goes through. Now we know how a vertex is affected by movement in an equation. We know that if it's supposed to be at the origin, and it is now at 1 unit over and 2 units up, that means it's shifted to the right 1 unit, and it's shifted up 2 units. With that idea, we can affect this equation. We don't know what A is, but we do know that if it's shifted right 1, in our equation it must be -1. We've done this before. We know that if it shifts up 2, then it must go +2. Now how do we find A? Well, that's where our point comes in. We will plug in our x and y, which is 4 for y, 3 for x, and then we work through our PEMDAS, which is our order of operations. We'll get 4 equals A, 3 minus 2 is 2. We will square the 2, which will give us 4A plus 2. We want to solve for A. And then divide by 4. And A is equal to 1/2. So our resulting equation would be y equals 1/2 x minus 1 quantity squared plus 2. Not much different than what we've been asked to do in the past. A different equation to work with, of course. But we do have to have a good understanding of how the vertex can be written in an equation. And that ends this lesson. Good luck with your assignment. I will be back tomorrow and we can work on any questions you might have. And good luck.